Hey guys, Flock 42. Okay, quick tip time. I'm working on this, finishing up the Sherman by Tamiya, and I went ahead and I cast a whole bunch of resin bits and parts from molds I've made from other factory stuff. I'm not gonna BS you. And they go on good, but if you look hard, there's a real. They don't fit perfectly onto the tanks. So if you've got a resin bits that don't fit absolutely perfectly to what you're using, take some epoxy putty. This case epoxy sculpt. Mix a chunk up. So get a good chunk mixed up, and then just peel what off you figure you might need, and then put it on the bottom of your resin material, of your resin part. And what that's going to do, it's going to mold right to the. This is especially good on say on more of an uneven surface. This front plate of the Sherman's not so bad. You just pop her on there, and then you just push her in nice and tight. So in this case, I may have a little bit more than I need. Not a big deal. See, you've got is now inserted right into where you want it. And just peel it off. Cut her back and blend her off on the sides like this. Just kind of work it off like that, like this. You know, at this point, you don't need to be real fancy schmancy with it. Just get it so that it sits good. Now I know I've got a little bit more there than I need, and what you can do is just take an old paintbrush, a little bit of water, and then you can just kind of use the paintbrush to seam right in, so there's no seam. It looks like it's just a part of your piece, just like that. And then you just pop her back on. Bob's your uncle. Push her back in there. I see I've got a little bit more than I need again, but that way you get a nice tight. Alright, it's a perfect fit. Just as simple as that, and I'll do that with all the rest of these Bedrolls. We'll use the epoxy putty behind your piece of resin to get a nice tight fit onto the model. So there you have it, guys. Just by the hollowing out the bottom of these pieces of resin and putting some epoxy putty on, you can sculpt them right down so they're a nice tight fit onto your tanks. Now I've got quite a few of these. I have these are molds taken from various manufacturers. I see no problem in that, as long as I'm not going out and selling them, using them for my own personal use. That's one thing.